So we're going to convert between the two forms, DMS, degree, minutes, seconds, and decimal form in angle measure. We're going to convert between those two. I'll do an example each way. So just a few notes here, because this is what we'll end up needing to know. We know, of course, 1 degree is 1/360th of a revolution. 1 minute, this is minute, remember, that's what this single apostrophe means. 1 minute is 1/60th of a degree, which would then tell us then 60 minutes is 1 degree, okay? And 1 second, this is second, remember, 1 second is 1/60th of a minute. It gets even finer, 1/60th of a minute, which would mean that 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. And also, by the way, that would also mean that 3,600 seconds is equal to 1 degree. Because for every one of those minutes, we have 60 seconds. Every one of those 60 minutes that's in a degree, we have 60 seconds. So 60 times 60. Okay. And anyway, these are the components, the things that we need to know when we're doing these conversions. Okay. So here's our first problem. Convert the DMS form 40 degrees, 12 minutes, and 5 seconds to decimal form. Well, here's the way we think through this, okay? Let's write this out as, in this fashion. This is the solution. Let's write this out as 40 degrees plus 12 minutes plus 5 seconds. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to see what decimal part of a degree 12 minutes is. And so we're going to add that decimal to it. That's the reason we're writing it this way. So let's go in here and let's think now. 40 degrees we don't need to change. But for each one of these minutes, it's 1/60th of a degree. So if I multiply these 12 minutes by 1/60th of a degree, you see, this is really these are degrees here in degrees, aren't we? So for every one of these 12 minutes, well, I probably did this wrong. For every one of these 12 minutes, if I multiply by 60, I'll have a number of degrees. 12 minutes times 1/60th of a degree would be, each one of those, of course, is 12/60th, okay? And then if I multiply, let's come back up here, okay? Here's what I'm headed to now. I need to convert these seconds. I've got 5 seconds, and I need to convert those into degrees. And so if I look right here from what I said earlier, that means 1 second is the same as 1/3600th of a degree. Okay? So 1 second is 1/3600th of a degree. So if I've got 5 seconds and I multiply it by 1/3600th, then that's a number of degrees that we've got. And so we just go in and then do these calculations, okay? And I'd probably get out my calculator. 40 degrees, 12 times 1/60 is 12/60. And when we could simplify that, but we want to convert it to a decimal. And when we do, we get 0.2. So that's the number of degrees we have that 12 minutes is. And then here we have 5 times 1/3,600. That's the number of degrees. And 5/3,600 is 0.0014. And of course, that's degrees. And so now I just need to add those decimals together, and I end up with what? 40.2014 degrees. Now, in this case, I rounded to 4 decimal places. I rounded this to 4 decimal places, and that I didn't state that in the problem, but that's what I wanted to do. Okay, well, let's do a example where we convert from degree measure to DMS form. Okay, so we're going to convert 78.562 degrees to DMS. Remember, that's degrees, minutes, seconds. Now, usually I wouldn't put that. I'm just trying to remind us of what it means. Round the answer to the nearest second. Don't get confused with measuring time here. That's not what we're talking about. So, here's what we need to do. We already have the degree part of the DMS. So we're going to take this 78.56 degrees and think of it as 78 degrees plus 0.562 degrees. Now it's the 0.562 degrees that we need to convert, and the first thing we do is convert it to minutes. And remember, every degree, see, 1 degree is 60 minutes. Look up here. 1 degree is 60 minutes. So if I have 5.62 degrees, that would be 0.562 times 60 minutes. So to do this conversion into minutes, I'll have my 78 degrees plus my 0.562 times the 60 minutes, and that will convert me in these degrees into minutes. Okay, well, when I do that, what do I get here? Okay, I get 33.72 minutes. 33.72 minutes. But that's decimal minutes, and we don't have decimal minutes. We need to convert the decimal part of those minutes into seconds. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to say, okay, we've got 33 minutes plus 0.72 minutes. Now we're going to convert those minutes, okay, we're going to convert those minutes into seconds, those decimal minutes. Well, for every minute, see, for every minute, that's 60 seconds. So here's how we're going to do this. And we're going to say 78 degrees plus our 33 minutes. For each one of these minutes, it's 60 seconds. And we've got 0.72 minutes. We're going to multiply that with 60 seconds for each of those minutes. And when we do that, okay, when we do that, we'll get 78 degrees plus 33 minutes, getting our calculator out, plus, this gives us 43.2 seconds. Now, we're told to round to the nearest second, so that very last term, we're going to round to just a 43. So the way we write our answer then is 78 degrees. We don't put the pluses. That would help us to understand what was happening. So 78 degrees, 33 minutes, and 43 seconds is what approximately 78.562 degrees is. We've done that conversion.